Everyone, I'm back again, and this is now 10:07 p.m. Saturday, 26th of June 2021. We have this chart here, Bitcoin USDT or Tether, and I'll go back to the other one I was looking at before, Bitcoin BUSD. This is the 1 hour chart. So where I took off before, a few hours ago, it was just around this area here. So we weren't sure whether Bitcoin was going to bounce or not. Looks like it is bouncing a little bit. We're looking at this Fibonacci retracement before between the. Oh, sorry, I'm just moving that the wrong way. But it starts off down the bottom here. Goes to the top of that top of the recent move we've had before the drop. So let's move that back a bit. Okay, so the Fibonacci levels here, 0.382, 0.618, 0.786. All right, so it was hovering around all of those three, and it just broke through the 0.618, hit the 0.786, bounced, and now it's back up above this 0.618. This is on the hourly. On the 4 hour chart, it's not really a reversal symbol. It's still in this reversing was inside this down drop, so not as strong a reversal as to be confirmed to be reversing. So sometimes if it goes inside, it can continue to move down again. So on the 4 hour chart, it hasn't broken above, say, this 32. Once it gets above, we clear above this 32 level, that'll be a bit safer than under it, because this red bar here is the 4 hour red, but starts on the 32, gets down to the 30 and closes around the 3707. So we've come back and still haven't broken above the start of that yet. So that would need to be broken above before we can be confident it's going to keep on going back up for a while at least. And so it's still uncertain, a lot of uncertainty at the moment as to what the price is going to do. On this Bitcoin USD shorts chart, we can see that there was a massive buy in shorts yesterday, and okay, so now this must be, I think, this time down here must not be Australian time. It's UTC time, yeah. So it's 12:11 UTC. All right. So this was actually today in Australia. Yep. So this is the 45-minute chart. I'll put it on the hourly. Yeah. So this was actually today, and this evening it's starting to drop a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 5 hours have been going down a bit, between the 26,000 to the 24,434. But there's a long way to go before it comes back to any sign of normality here. Yeah. All right, so going back to the charts, I really haven't really understood yet how this affects the market. It's probably only a smaller. It's only because not every exchange has this is not reading every exchange. It must be a small amount of the market. It's not every market that this takes into account. So just certain markets So I wouldn't take this chart too firmly in your decision making. Now, yeah, just a quick. This is just a quick update, just to see that, just to confirm, nothing has been decided yet. And basically, just a disclaimer as well. I'm not a financial advisor, so before you do make any decisions, do your own research, and even get the advice of a financial advisor. And now, but from what I'm looking at, what I would do is probably wait for a confirmation of. I mean, if you're not in the market yet, probably wait till it breaks above this 32,000 level, about there, which is about the 50% retracement level from this recent move. Once it breaks above this 32, closes, starts a new one above this 32,000, new bar above the 32,000 level, you may want to buy. And it just depends on your what confirmations you want before you want to buy. You may want to look at some other indicators, the RSI, for example, relative strength indicator. I'll put on the hourly. So here was, you can see overbought, and then it's dropped down way to the oversold position just there, which was pretty much right on where it was the 50% level. I just double check that. Yeah, 50% level. It's showing as oversold. Moving up, but then dropped again, moved into the very much oversold level. That's when it just hit the 0.786 retracement level, and moving back up again. So yeah, it's still showing still in the lower end here, so pretty much still oversold. When it's down towards this area here, it's very much oversold. Alright, and other indicators I like to use, for example, Ichimoku Cloud. Ichimoku Cloud, I'll just take this one off first. Ichimoku Cloud, remove all indicators. Okay, this Ichimoku Cloud, I'll just get rid of this one as well. Okay. So on this cloud, the green one is like a bullish move, red one is bearish. So we'd want to only buy when the price is above the cloud, and we'd sell when it's below the cloud. Alright, so, and also depends on what time frame you're on. It will make a big difference. 4-hour chart, this big red drop here, and we have a consolidation period changing between green, red, so it's swapping over quite often these days. At the moment, we're in the lower end of the consolidation phase, so it's changed over to red from around the 23rd of June. It's been 3 days ago. It's changed back to the red, and so you could have sold from there, but let me see. So this blue line. So the blue line is currently above the red line, which is slightly bullish. It looks like it almost would have crossed over that if that continued. But if this comes up and the price breaks up through the cloud here, it's probably on the 4-hour chart. It's not going to probably won't give a signal to buy until it's above the 35,000. So it's a fairly safe indicator. Sometimes too safe. You might want to get in a bit earlier than these indicator advisors, but yeah, you have to take your own risks. So for example, if we go back to say, where is it? This is green here. So if you had bought there, that would have been a loss. Yeah, I wouldn't be using this indicator much in the consolidation period anyway. Yeah, because it's just changing too much. For this kind of market, you might want to use stochastics. I personally don't open and close very often, so I'm just holding for the long term myself. Just having an idea of, just getting an idea of what these indicators are showing. All right, stochastics, which is like a indicator that shows whether things are overbought or oversold. All right. So before that very large drop, we had, actually I'll go back to the very top here, daily. Okay, so on the dailies, this area here showing it's very much overbought. Overbought, then it dropped. Alright, so all these are overbought, and then okay, it's just been chopping and changing this area here. At the moment, yeah, we're definitely oversold here. Oversold, so from what we can see, it's most likely, the price will most likely go up from an oversold position to an overbought position over the next days, few days, I guess. Okay, 4-hour chart. Yeah, so it definitely goes through gradual swings between overbought, oversold. Are they becoming slightly more spaced out? I don't think so. Just the way I'm scrolling it, but no, it generally follows patterns of overbought, oversold over a few days or weeks even. Gee, I think my videos are probably better in the morning or afternoon, nighttime. I'm a little bit sleepy sometimes, so I'm not sure if I'm doing the best job at this. Probably more of a generally I'm a night person, but tonight I don't think I'm doing as well as I did earlier on this afternoon. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do live ones anymore. I don't know. Alright, let's see if there's any news about Bitcoin on Twitter. The Wyckoff events, yep. Wyckoff events and phases. Testing, yeah. Definitely I think we're around this area here, that's for sure. I agree with that one. Goodbye 30k, thanks for the memories. Yep, I agree. 2 hours ago, nice. Like and retweet that one. Okay. No, that's exactly what it looks like actually. I agree. So we've had the spring and now we're retesting some support lines. This is the spring here, right down, retesting some support lines. Yep, exactly. Accumulation schematic, Wyckoff events and phases. Yep. So this line down here would be the 30,000, 31,000, 38,000, 40,000 in our case, in this current consolidation phase. So yeah, we're just getting out of the phase C. And phase D, phase E will be awesome. Hopefully. Now then, took losses on par with all the major drawdowns in Bitcoin history. Short-term holders capitulated yesterday. Short-term holder. Yeah, that's right. There was a lot of short-term holders yesterday, that's for sure. Exactly right, because that's what I was looking at here. Short-term holders. The shorts yesterday was massive. It was just going up a lot there. All right, so largest difficulty adjustment in Bitcoin history incoming. What? Relentless selling of late by miners, weak hands, and over-leveraged traders paints a wildly bullish outlook for the rest of 2021. I agree. Relentless selling of late by miners. Miners, eh? Is that what's causing it? Weak hands and over-leveraged traders paints a wildly bullish. Yeah, I think so. Is the largest difficulty adjustment in Bitcoin's history incoming? What does a difficulty adjustment mean anyway? Difficulty adjustment. Let's have a look at what that means. Talk about that probably know. What is a difficulty adjustment? Haven't heard that term before. Let's have a look. Network difficulty. A relative measure of how difficult it is to mine a new block for the blockchain. Ah, yes, right. Because of all the mines closing. Difficulty is a measure of how difficult it is to mine a Bitcoin block to find a hash below a given target. High difficulty means that it will take more computing power to mine the same number of blocks. More secure against attacks. Difficulty adjustment is directly related to the total estimated mining power estimated in the total hash rate chart. The difficulty is adjusted every 2016 blocks every 2 weeks approximately, so that the average time between each block remains 10 minutes. The difficulty comes directly from the confirmed blocks data in the Bitcoin network. Right, okay. So that's the difficulty adjustment, Fair enough. The difficulty adjustment is directly related to the total estimated mining power estimated in the total hash rate. The difficulty is adjusted every 2016 blocks every 2 weeks approximately, so that the average time between each block remains. Okay. When network hash rate results in a given difficulty, the difficulty is adjusted, based on the time it took to find the previous 2016 blocks. Every 2016 blocks, okay. Difficulty adjustment is why Bitcoin will never die. The bottom line explanation of difficulty adjustment is that every time a mining rig is shut down, the Bitcoin protocol increases the incentive. Back in 2018, this one. Thanks to one of the many strokes of genius baked into its fundamental design, difficulty adjustment. The bottom line explanation of difficulty adjustment is that every time a mining rig is shut down, the Bitcoin protocol increases the incentive for other miners to stay online. It's as if every time a Sears shuts down, all the remaining stores become more profitable. Well, I agree. Yeah, and that's what's happening. So I'll like that tweet as well. Bitcoin Magazine, eh? The largest difficulty adjustment in Bitcoin history is incoming. So, yes, so that means that it's going to make it easier. There's going to be more incentives to mine Bitcoin because of the Bitcoin adjustment. Cool. So yeah, I have been hearing about that. The closure of the mines in China will make it more profitable for other miners to mine. I just didn't understand that it was built into the fundamentals of Bitcoin itself to actually make that incentives. I just thought it would have been more to do with the hash rate and so forth, but yeah, so it's definitely built into the actual Bitcoin code to make it, to incentivize other miners to mine it when the mines close down. Well, that's very interesting. Okay, and yeah, exactly. Bitcoin Magazine. I'll follow that one. Should have been following that a long time ago. Alright. I wonder if that's the one that Vitalik Buterin joined a long time ago when he first started it. He was like working for it. Not sure. When the individual changes their behavior for the better, the world changes for the better. That is why Bitcoin fixes this. I don't get that. When the individual changes their behavior for the better, the world changes for the better. That's why Bitcoin fixes. Well, Bitcoin fixes the behavior of currency. I guess that's what it's getting at. When the yeah. Bitcoin is an open source, censorship resistant, peer-to-peer, immutable network, trackable digital gold. Don't trust, verify. Not your keys, not your coins. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Is now the second team in the NBA umbrella to accept Bitcoin for tickets and merchandise and the first to accept Bitcoin via the Lightning Network. GR Drive, second team in the NBA umbrella. Okay. GR Drive, what teams do they have? Grand Rapids Drive, okay. I don't follow basketball much, but they're the affiliate of the Nuggets. Denver Nuggets. Fair enough. $844 GR Drive may be accepting Bitcoin. Excited to announce our new affiliation with the Nuggets and can't wait to elevate our basketball experience to to a mile high level. Okay, cool. All right. Well, you know what? I never used to use Twitter before I got into Bitcoin. But now that I'm into cryptocurrency, Twitter is one of the best places. Twitter and Telegram are two of the most common places I go for information on Bitcoin or other altcoins and the DeFi markets, etc. So yeah, I think Twitter should be thanking the cryptocurrency for more business. Definitely. Now, back to the charts. It's going to be another slow one. So before it was around 7:30, I think I was on before, and now it's like 3 hours later. It's no, it's around 7 to 7:30. I think I was on before, and I came back a few hours later. That was positive news. So hopefully, hopefully it's going to break up again, but we don't really know. But like that tweet before, goodbye 30,000. I think we're going to say goodbye 30,000 for quite some time. That was the last sayonara, the last wave for a while, I think. It almost touched it there, almost hit the 30,000 level, and that was the so it's like this 0.618 retracement level, 0.786 was just there, touched the 0.786, and then boom, back up again. So hopefully that is goodbye to the 30,000 level for quite a few months, at least. In my opinion, it's Bitcoin will most likely get to the at least the 80,000 in, say, August, September, and whether it goes above 100,000 or 200,000, 250,000 this year, we're yet to see. I'm going to be probably taking profits, every, say, 10,000 or so. I'm not sure exactly how much yet, but dollar cost averaging is the way to go. I'll be dollar cost averaging, buying on my way up, and then probably start selling off gradually before it hits 80,000, and then I'll still have, if it's still going up, I'm not sure exactly yet, maybe 10%, sell off 10% every few weeks, maybe twice a month. I'm not sure yet. Haven't quite figured out my exit strategy, but all I know is that around the 79,000 is my first target, and then probably be selling. Probably if I'm buying buy cost averaging on the way up, I should be sell cost averaging on the way down. I'm not sure if that is an actual term, but probably every 2 weeks selling, say, 10%. I'm not sure if that's too much at this stage, because some people are saying now, because of this big correction, it's going to extend the length of the bull run. It's possible. So before I was thinking late August would be the end of the bull run. Now it could very well go to even November, December, the end of the bull run. So it's I'm just going to be watchful. I may even use the Ichimoku Cloud on the daily, or daily should be fine. So on the daily, that Ichimoku Cloud, it's quite a good indicator for trend reversals. So at the moment it's red, but I believe that once the price goes up above this, that will be confirmation of a bull run. And so when the price comes back and touches the cloud again on the way back down, that's when I'll probably be selling more than 10% of my position. I didn't sell any this time because I didn't expect the correction to be such a big one. But yeah, if I was following this Ichimoku Cloud, I probably should have sold around the 54,000 level, 54,500 say, when the price was touching the cloud, entering the cloud. That's like a sign to sell, and then wouldn't have done anything during the time it's in the cloud, and then you could have even shorted if you're trading the daily around here, somewhere here, short it, and you would have got in around 50,000 or 49,000 and sold. You could sell whenever. Some people sell when the blue line crosses the red line. The blue line's a shorter, a lower moving average than the red one. So maybe you could have sold, exited your short around there, 16th of June. And then because the price is not above this cloud, you wouldn't do anything. You could have even shorted again here when the blue line went under the red line. It's not really under it until about here. You could have shorted that last little drop between 34 and 30 there, because the blue line is under the red line there. Yeah, if you really wanted to, but now I think, well, who knows what's going to happen. It could just keep on dropping. Price could keep on dropping, go down to 20,000, but that's not my call. I'm of the opinion that, looking at these other time frames, that it'll keep on going up and push up through this cloud. It probably won't get above this cloud until it's, around about 48,000. So that's what this indicator's a little bit, slow, and if you're trading the dailies, you could be missing out on weeks before it gives you a signal to enter or sell. So you have to be very patient if you're doing that. If you're trading the weekly, it's still above the cloud, so you should never have sold. Still above the cloud on the weeklies. And yeah, it's not really showing much here. It's as to whether you should buy or sell. Just hold your buys, really. Alright, but if you're doing the Ichimoku Cloud on the 4-hour chart, you might be able to get in again. Maybe if it breaks through, if it keeps on going up, breaks through the cloud, earliest you can get in is probably around the 35,200 mark. But if you're confident it's going up, which is a bit hard to do these days because of all this consolidation period, but if you think this is the Wyckoff, I'll go to the Wyckoff again. I don't know how to spell it. There's Wyckoff, one of those. If you think around this Wyckoff, so we've had a spring. Some people say we're still in the spring, yeah. That was a couple of days ago. Wow, look how similar that is. It's amazing. And it did actually test again today. It went right down to 28. I think I would move this up a bit more. I don't exactly think that's what's happening. I think it's more to do with the... Well, this one is also similar. Wow. It's interesting. But I think we're more over here than here. I think we've had the I think back June 23rd was the spring, and now we're about here. But there's different ways to interpret it. Yeah, I agree with this one. H-bar patrician. So we've had the spring around the 23rd, and we're here. Yep, that's what I think. I agree with this one. This one's also saying that was this like the spring. Yep, I agree with that. This is only going up until the 20th. When was that? 20th of June, 27th of June, the 23rd there. This one's not showing the latest prices, but yeah, that's very amazing how that's lining up like that. Yeah. Amazing may not be the right word for it, but it's definitely a Wyckoff appearance of the Wyckoff accumulation phase. Accumulation schematic. Yeah, amazing. This is it. I agree with this one. I'll give that a like, 'cause that's like right on what I agree with as well. Same with this one. Yeah, they're right on. So this is it. This is what I think. This one's aligned it exactly the way I think as well. We're here. They're up here now. So yeah. Amazing. All right. Well, that's all I'm on for tonight. Just a quick look at that, and sometimes just looking at it helps me as well do my own trading, expressing my opinion over the internet on the YouTube live video. Just helps me to motivate myself in a way to look at these new things, to get a clearer picture of what's happening, and to kind of motivate. Doing a video in itself, well, some people might say you need to get a motivation to do the video as well, which is true. I've had to motivate myself to make YouTube videos, but also I think in another way, YouTube videos motivates me to do some further research, some further indicator checks, to get a better feel for the market, and hopefully this has helped some people out there as well get a better view of the current situation. I'm not saying it's definitely going to go up, but from what I can see, that's my opinion of what will happen. But with those Wyckoff charts, Wyckoff doesn't always continue to go up. Sometimes it can go down. It's just an accumulation phase, and using that Wyckoff schematic, it does sometimes help, but the market sometimes has a mind of its own, and doesn't always follow history. So always do your own due diligence, and yep, all the best with your trading. Okay, well, bye.